Hey everybody, it's Carl. Welcome back to the kitchen slash dining room area. It's time for another meal prep mukbang. It's been a while since I made a video of any kind, and since I'm eating every day, I figured this might be the easiest one to make. Today we're going to be having some of my personally prepared food. This is barbecue pork ribs, boneless, with so it's 4 ounces of ribs, 100 grams of boiled or steamed white rice, and 85 grams of frozen green beans. This was my meal prep for the week. Today is Sunday, and I'm finishing off the last of it. I'll be cooking fresh stuff tomorrow. So the reason I'm doing this video is I kind of had a suggestion or a request. I posted on Facebook the other day that I had found these. These are San Pedro's pickled Piquin peppers. Chili Piquins are a pepper that's kind of native to Mexico, if I'm not mistaken. And they're spicy. I remember when I was growing up, my mom had a little bush in the yard and would she'd pick some from there, and we would eat on those. And I've never seen them pickled before, and I ran across these at the grocery store a couple of weeks ago. So I bought them and figured I'd get a review on them. Spectre is the one who asked, or gently prodded, I should say, when I posted the picture. He said, "I'll be waiting for the review on your channel." So kind of took that as a hint, and it had been a while. So here we go. So San Pedro pickled Piquins, 8-ounce jar. I think it cost me $3 at the local grocery store. It's pickled with carrots in there. These are all green peppers. We used to not eat them until they were red when they were growing on the bushes. But let's see. 30 calories per serving. The serving size is 36 grams. And the ingredients are carrots, Piquins, and vinegar and salt. So pretty simple. They also put a little oregano, garlic in there. So I posted that picture on Instagram as well, and somebody asked me what they were like. And the closest thing I could compare them to was capers. So here's what they look like. They are not destemmed at all, and they are a less salty, more spicy version of a caper, in my opinion. They kind of have that same texture. The flavor is not the flavor of a caper by any means, but that's the closest texture-wise comparison I could make. I don't know if you can hear that crunch. They're spicy. Not as spicy as I remember them being as a kid, and I don't know if that has to do with the fact that they're still green or that they're pickled, but they do have a little spice on them, and they taste like so they got the crunch and the texture of a caper. They're a little more spicy than pickled jalapenos, and yeah, I took a sip to get rid of the vinegary. I'm not a huge fan of pickled peppers, so it is what it is. The meal, 340 calories. Let's see what the macros are on it in case you're so inclined to wonder. Pull up MyFitnessPal. 340 calories. Let me see if I can get the breakdown. No, because I don't pay for the premium, so I don't get the per meal breakdown on this. So, my bad. Sorry. Once again, I'm a terrible YouTuber. Anyway, so hope everybody's been doing well. I've been doing okay. Staying busy with work and then just kind of chilling out in my days off. Not consuming a lot of content, not making a lot of content. Trying to get back on track with the fitness and eating. As you can probably tell from the face, I've gained weight a little bit, and I've talked about it on camera. I'm about 25 pounds heavier than I was when I was at my ultimate lowest weight. So I'm just really trying to get back. It's the weekend meals that are killing me because I just go crazy on the weekend. So this weekend, trying to get back on track, stay on track, I should say. I do great Monday through Friday. And then usually Saturday and Sunday, I just go crazy. I had a bad day yesterday as far as eating. I ate a ton of food. I just couldn't seem to get full. Not all of it was healthy. So back on track today. So my back has been out again as well. Back at the beginning of September, I was working out, doing a ruck, and it was a September 9/11 Memorial Ruck. So for that ruck, it was a ruck 1 mile, do 110 flights of stairs, and then ruck 5 miles. And I had just started out. I put my pack on. I had 20 pounds plus water, and I was doing the stair portion of it because I wanted to get the stairs out of the way, and then I was going to go do the mileage just in one big 6 mile ruck. And on about the 6th flight of stairs, I hit the top and I turned around to walk down, and I guess I turned it wrong or something, and my back spasmed. So my back has been out pretty much since the beginning of September, which has been pretty frustrating. And it was out bad. Like, I had to call the doctor. Two separate steroids, prescriptions for steroids, to kind of get it to where the pain was manageable and I was able to move around okay. I was worried that I was going to have to go see the back specialist and maybe get another injection. It's been a couple of years since I had to do that. I've been really blessed, and the only thing I can really attribute it to is my diet and my weight gain. I mean, realistically, because I've done a ton of stairs with my ruck on with a heavier pack than that, and never had that much of a problem, or never had that problem, I should say. But this time, I guess, I don't know. Anyway, so that's starting to heal up. I'm not quite comfortable rucking around with the weight on, so I've been trying to start running a little bit again. Me and the work wife and I should say, were talking not too long ago about our history of running. If you guys have been following the channel for a while, you know that after I had cancer, I used to participate in team and training and raise money for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, and you do endurance events. So I've done like half marathons and 5 and 10K runs as one of the seasons. And I had a love-hate relationship with running. I've never been a strong runner. I remember running in school, and I was usually one of the last ones to cross the finish line. I don't think I ever finished one of the 1 mile runs in less than 12 minutes. And even when I was doing the fundraising, like, I hated running. But once I got better at it, it was more tolerable. And we were talking, and she had been a runner before as well, and done a couple of 5, 10Ks, maybe even a half marathon, if I remember correctly. But she was talking about how much she missed running, so we challenged each other to start running again. And we were going to do the Couch to 5K program, which is where you kind of slowly build your endurance into running over time. I want to say it's about an 8-week program, and you start off just with interval runs and walks, and you build your endurance from there. And at the end of 8 or 12 weeks, whatever it is, you should be able to complete a 5K, which I think is like 3.1 or 3.6 miles. You know me, I don't math, and I live in a place where we don't use the metric system. But anyway, so we challenged each other to that. My back was out when we had started talking about it, so she's about a week ahead of the program of me, I should say. But last week I started running 60-second intervals and 120 or 90-second walking intervals. So you would run and walk, and then you do that for 30 minutes after a 5-minute warm-up, and then there was a 5-minute cool down. So your actual only like run walk time was about 20 minutes. And my back felt pretty good and held up okay. So this week I'll be starting week 2. So it'll be 90 seconds of running and 120 seconds of walking with a 5-minute warm-up and cool down on either end. So hopefully my back will hold up. It's feeling pretty good. It's a little tight today. I did an extra credit run yesterday just because I had a little extra energy and wanted to get out and be a little bit active. So I don't know if my back is tight just because it's tight, or I'm starting to try and taper off of or not taper off, but taper down off of my painkillers. I finished my steroids, but then I started taking like the highest doses of anti-inflammatories that I could take, which is I use Aleve because it works the best for me, and so I take 2 in the morning and 2 in the evening. And so I'm trying to start tapering off, and I'm going to do 2 in the morning, 1 in the evening for about a week or 2 and see how my back feels. And then if that feels okay, I'll taper off to 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening, and then 1 a day, which was where I was at as kind of my maintenance. And if you're watching this and you know about those things, you know, 1, chronic pain stinks. 2, a lot of anti-inflammatories are bad for not only your stomach, but bad for your kidneys too. But it's something I have to deal with because I can't take prescription narcotics or muscle relaxers because then I can't work, right? But anyway, that's really kind of the life update for me. You guys probably tuned in because you wanted to see the Piquin pepper review. So let's talk about the peppers. Like I said, they're spicy. They're hot. They're not intolerable by any means. Let me get the pepper information for you. Once again, I'm a terrible YouTuber and I should have done this before. But let's see. Chili Piquin. Alright, so according to Wikipedia, the chili Piquin pepper originates in the Mexican state of Tabasco, where it is widely used to make salsa and complement to many dishes. And they are classified as very hot. And let's see what the Scoville Unit is. So on the Scoville chart, they are come on, open up. Of course it won't open. $50,000 is kind of the average Scoville rating for chili Piquin. So not terribly hot. For a frame of reference, $50,000 is about Thai chilies, cayenne peppers. Kind of $50,000 is the top end for most cayenne peppers or Tabasco peppers. So according to the Scoville Unit, they're not ridiculously hot, and they aren't. Like I said, pickled, these green ones have the texture of a caper. They're not overwhelmingly spicy. They taste like, to me, any other pickled pepper. They don't have the greatest, or not the greatest, but they don't have the most powerful flavor. As far as the flavor, what you get mostly out of it is the crunch and the spice. But anyway, well, what else can I say? They're tasty. I'm going to finish this jar. Probably just the way you've seen me eat them. I think they would be good in a salsa or maybe used to marinate a dish. They're definitely not as spicy as I remember them as a kid. Granted, my tolerance is much higher than it used to be. And also, I don't know if the pickling process increases or decreases the heat. That one was red. Yeah. No sweat, no tears, no anything. I'll probably have a little after effects in the morning just because most spicy foods do that to me. Anyway, but that's all I can say. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the ramble and the nosh and the review of the peppers. If you get a chance to try them, go for it. If you're not a spicy eater, I think they're tolerable for most people who can tolerate a jalapeno, would be my guess. So give them a shot if you find them. If not, you're not really missing too much, to be quite honest. But that's it. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this really weird and random video. No matter what you do, go spend some time with your friends and family. It's really important. Wear your mask. That's also really important. And I will see you soon, hopefully, for a shave, because I definitely need to get one in before work. Thanks a lot. Again, I appreciate all your support. I hope you have a great rest of the weekend and the upcoming week treats you well. I'll see you next time. God bless y'all.